A leaked internal Ubisoft memo has proved that Pride hasn't gone anywhere, and don't let that previous post from the Rainbow Six account fool you and make you think otherwise, because no, even though they haven't changed their profile pictures, their banners, or even posted officially about Pride, according to a leaked email from friend of the channel Endymion, it seems like Ubisoft has not changed their ways. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. And before people start clicking away and saying, I told you so, I knew Ubisoft wasn't going to be like this, they're always going to be woke, they're not going to change. I get it. And even in my previous coverage of the situation, I even said to not take it too seriously because Ubisoft is Ubisoft. And at the end of the day, one post does not change who they are. And now we see not only with these leaked emails that is clearly pushing the Pride agenda internally at Ubisoft, but now there's also replies coming from that same Rainbow Six account that proves that this company doesn't really care about the games. They care about the agenda, the activism, and clearly pushing an ideology. Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out smashjt.com for the full article breaking down the leaked emails from Endymion's source and the replies from this Rainbow Six account. Even though Ubisoft themselves hasn't changed anything externally, clearly internally, it is woke as hell still. Just days after praising Ubisoft for finally appearing to back off the DEI gas pedal by highlighting Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, something that was honestly practically unheard of in modern gaming PR from Ubisoft especially, this new leak coming from Endymion suggests that it was all a well-timed smokescreen and nothing else. There are 2 pages that he shared on X going through what they shared internally at Ubisoft, and this is a big yikes. In the first image that was shared, it says, June is Pride Month, a time to celebrate the achievements of the 2SLGBTQIA+ community, and holy crap, this is getting beyond comedy with how many letters, numbers, and emojis that are being shoved into this one statement to represent a quote-unquote marginalized community, just to, at the end of the day, let's be honest, use it to get ahead in this world. But I digress. Advocate for equal rights and honor the history, resilience, and diversity of two-spirit, lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer, and other diverse gender and sexual identity individuals around the world. And who the hell cares what you do behind a bedroom door when you're making a video game? These people are clearly pushing propaganda and agendas and ideologies into their games, and they're also trying to support the people working at the company that has nothing to do with the games that they're making. This is clearly a statement from Ubisoft to push the ideology and nothing more than that. But it continues and says, it's also a moment to reflect on the road ahead, and this year, Ubi Proud is putting a specific focus on the trans community to encourage reflection on the role we all play in creating inclusive workplace. Now, there are certain cases out there and countries that are labeling trans people as mentally ill. And this becomes a very hot button topic because of the division between the 2 different schools of thought of, is it acceptance of allowing people to just do whatever they want, be as free as they want, break laws, but it's okay because it's part of their ideology, so allow them to do crazy things on the streets or indoctrinate children or do whatever they want to do, but because it's fine, just don't interfere with them, let them do what they want to do. Or you could take the other side of it and saying, yeah, no, I'm going to stand up against this because I'm not cool with it. Support matters now more than ever. Progress has always depended on both community strength and allyship. In recent years, however, many countries have rolled back legal rights and protections for the holy crap alphabet mafia communities. In particular, the rights of trans individuals in education, healthcare, and other important public spaces have been threatened or restricted, including parts of Canada. Reports also show a rise in hate crimes and online hate or harassment, which people usually go to the hate or harassment argument when they don't have an argument, and they use that as kind of a shield to protect them from any kind of criticism in case you're, I don't know, acting unhinged or insane or mentally ill and people are trying to call that out, you can't say it's a hate campaign or harassment. It's reality. But hey, potato, potato. While our workplace protections remain firmly in place, this shifting landscape makes allyship more important than ever. We need boldness and unity to reinforce the safety, dignity, and rights of our 2SLGBTQIA plus team members. Imagine getting this email working at the company where you don't agree with the lifestyle. You ideologically oppose it, say for, I don't know, religious reasons, and you don't feel like it's the right way to live a life. And you say, hey, live and let live, but I don't want any part of that. And then your company and corporate is coming down from up top saying, hey guys, better be an ally to these people. We're not going to say you're going to get fired. We're just going to say it might not look pretty good if we see you not being an ally to these people that you clearly don't ideologically agree with. That is pushing an agenda, creating a divide at the workplace, and ultimately is going to consume all of Ubisoft until it collapses upon itself. If it doesn't first come collapsing down externally because they're losing money everywhere. But at this point, it's kind of like a chicken or the egg thing with Ubisoft. It's kind of hard to tell where all the lost money is actually coming from. Allyship is a verb. Allyship isn't a passive label. It's an active commitment. It means listening to and learning from 2SLGBTQIA plus team members, normalizing inclusive language and actions, and challenging others to do the same. Here are a few simple steps you can take. I'm telling you guys right now, if I worked at a company that sent this email out, I would put my resignation in that same day. And I would reference that at HR saying, yeah, no, this company ain't for me. You aren't going to be pushing ideologies and making me consume your product internally of this crazy wackiness that we're supposed to just ideologically align with, even if we don't. We somehow have to be accepting of other people if it's grossing us out or super weird. If they're doing things that are making us uncomfortable in the workplace, somehow we need to normalize that because, hey, even though they might be crazy, it's trans. So don't say anything negative about it because otherwise that's hate and that can be turned into harassment. And if that's the case, then you're a bad person and a bigot and they're the one in the right. Yeah. I mean, I think that kind of explains how we got here in the first place. Again, I go back to saying it was too soon to say Ubisoft was making a pivot at this point, but now none of this makes any sense. Ubisoft still hasn't updated their profile picture on their X account, and they still haven't changed their Rainbow Six Siege X account icon as well. But that doesn't mean Ubisoft still isn't extremely woke externally as well, because we see replies coming through now on the official Rainbow Six account that are finding some pretty interesting things to reply to. We got Raul Gamma who says, finally got some time to get back to drawing. Happy Pride Month with a rainbow, and an image that says Happy Pride Month with the trans flag behind this creature. And Rainbow Six Siege below replying saying, amazing, we love her, with a heart emoji of hands put together. And another one with Emmy Fluke, who you might recall from the previous coverage of this. This is someone that Ubisoft was promoting a couple years ago with Pride Month and Pride and trans and all this other stuff. They are replying saying, Happy Pride Month, Fluke, which I guess goes in line with, yeah, this is Ubisoft, which typically is normally, that's Ubisoft, nothing to question here, makes sense. I think what's confusing to everyone right now is it's kind of sending mixed messages. If Ubisoft is 2 feet in and jumping into this whole Pride Month celebration thing, why have they still not made any mention of this on their X account? Why have they only said Men's Health Awareness Month, bringing attention to that externally, but reportedly, allegedly, internally, not giving a crap about it, but yet externally not pushing anything Pride related, not changing their icon or their logo or anything, not saying anything, not even having an X tweet out there facing everyone from Ubisoft's account or from this Rainbow Six account. It's very strange. Like, none of it makes sense. Why are they doing this internally? Why are they replying to people with Pride stuff, but yet not making a post about it and not changing their logo? It just doesn't make sense and sends mixed messages. It's a very confusing mess, and maybe it has something to do with the recent Tencent deal and forming a new siloed companies separate from Ubisoft, and maybe Tencent is from China giving some direction to Ubisoft proper as far as what they want ideologically external facing, and that's conflicting internally with what Ubisoft is doing right now. It could be any number of things, but regardless of what it is, externally, for people that actually play the games and care about seeing the game industry move forward in a better direction, this is extremely confusing. Almost like Ubisoft is caught between the crossfire that they've created of trying to make everyone internally fall in line with the pride stuff. And then, as well, people working there, some of them might be like, yeah, no, we're not doing that anymore. But then at the same time, certain people at the company might be stepping forward saying, yeah, we might be replying or sending this email out internally, but we want to try to shift the dynamic externally. And it's a very big machine here at Ubisoft. It takes a long time to move forward and progress to an actual spot of being based. And this might just be part of the growing pains. Again, I'm not going to give Ubisoft any credit for that right now because what I've seen is anything but that. And now it's just a confusing mess of what they're trying to show externally to everyone out there. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. If you guys want more information, check out smashjt.com for the full article. I will link this in the description below. If you appreciate what I'm doing, hit that join button. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, you stay smashing.
And then our Charlie target is Lauren Fong, who you may remember from a secret side mission with her girlfriend Amanda Weeks. Amanda is deaf, and Lauren was her translator at college. And so we get to learn more about their relationship and how they help and benefit our society and build our community at the castle.
Smash, J,